Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and unexpected turns, but the way you think determines how you experience every single moment. If your mind is constantly trapped in negative thinking cycles where you keep doubting yourself, focusing on problems, imagining the worst outcomes, and repeating old mistakes, then you already know how exhausting life feels. Negativity drains your energy, it makes you anxious, it kills your motivation, and it stops you from reaching your true potential. But here's the truth: negative thinking is not permanent, it is simply a habit that your brain has practiced for too long, and the good news is that you can train yourself to break that habit and shift from negative to positive thinking. Once you understand how powerful your thoughts are, you realize that your mindset is the foundation of your happiness, success, relationships, health, and future. When you change your thoughts, you change your life. Positive thinking is not about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It is about focusing on possibilities instead of problems, on solutions instead of excuses, and on hope instead of fear. When you make this shift, you start attracting better opportunities, you feel more confident, you develop resilience, and you experience more joy every single day. The first key to changing your mindset is awareness. Most people don't even realize how many negative thoughts they repeat daily. Phrases like "I am not good enough," "I will never succeed," "people don't like me," "nothing ever works for me." These thoughts sound small, but when repeated again and again, they become beliefs, and your beliefs control your actions. So the first step is to catch your negative thoughts the moment they appear. Once you recognize them, you can replace them. Instead of thinking "I will fail," say "I am learning and every mistake is a step towards success." Instead of "I cannot do this," say "I am capable and I will figure it out." Awareness is like turning on the light in a dark room. Once you see the problem clearly, you can change it. The second powerful step is gratitude. Gratitude is the fastest way to reprogram your brain for positivity. When you focus on what you already have instead of what is missing, you naturally feel happier and more hopeful. Research proves that people who practice gratitude daily sleep better, feel less stressed, and enjoy life more. Whenever negative thoughts appear, shift your focus by asking yourself, "What can I be grateful for right now?" Maybe your health, your family, your friends, your home, your freedom, or even the fact that you are alive today. Writing down 3 things you are grateful for every day is a simple but life-changing habit. It makes your brain search for good instead of bad, and positivity multiplies. The next important step is to protect your environment, because the people you spend time with and the content you consume shape your mindset. If you are always around negative people who gossip, complain, and doubt everything, you will naturally absorb their energy. Negativity is contagious, but so is positivity. So surround yourself with people who inspire and encourage you. Read motivational books, listen to uplifting podcasts, watch positive videos, follow accounts on social media that give you hope instead of fear. Remember, your environment is like the soil and your mind is the seed. If the soil is toxic, the seed cannot grow. So create an environment where positivity thrives. Another proven technique to shift your mindset is affirmations and visualization. The words you say to yourself every day become your reality. Start your mornings with affirmations like "I am confident," "I am capable," "I am strong," "I am grateful," "I am creating success," one step at a time. Then close your eyes and visualize your best self. Imagine achieving your goals, living living your dream life feeling proud and happy. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between imagination and reality, so when you repeat positive affirmations and visualize positive outcomes, you are training your brain to expect success instead of failure. Action is also crucial because positivity is not just about thinking happy thoughts, it is about moving forward. When you feel stuck in negativity, you often do nothing, and that makes you feel worse, but the moment you take even a small step, you create momentum. For example, if you feel negative about your health, don't just sit and think, exercise for 10 minutes. If you feel negative about your career, learn a new skill or apply for a job. If you feel negative about your relationships, call a loved one. Small actions break negative patterns and remind you that you are in control of your life. Mindfulness and meditation are also life-changing practices because most negative thoughts come from living in the past or worrying about the future. Mindfulness teaches you to focus on the present moment, and meditation helps your brain slow down and relax. Even 10 minutes a day of deep breathing or guided meditation reduces stress, improves focus, and boosts positivity. When you notice your thoughts running wild, bring yourself back to the present by focusing on your breath or simply noticing what's around you. Mindfulness helps you break free from endless negative loops. Reframing challenges is another powerful way to think positively. Every challenge you face can be seen in two ways: either as an obstacle that holds you back or as an opportunity that helps you grow. When you fail, instead of saying "I am a failure," say "This is feedback and now I know what doesn't work." When you struggle, instead of saying "Life is unfair," say "This is making me strong and preparing me for something better." Life is not happening to you, life is happening for you. And when you train yourself to find the lesson in every situation, positivity becomes natural. Self-compassion is equally important because many people treat themselves worse than they would ever treat a friend. Negative thinking often comes from being overly critical and harsh on yourself, but beating yourself up only keeps you stuck. So the next time you catch yourself in negative self-talk, ask yourself, would I say this to someone I love? If not, then don't say it to yourself. Instead, replace it with kindness. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to keep trying and improving. Another often ignored but very effective tool is movement exercise. Dancing, walking, stretching, all of these physical activities release endorphins, the natural feel-good chemicals in your brain. Whenever you feel negativity rising, get up and move around. Your body will instantly shift your energy and your mind will follow. Even something as simple as standing tall, smiling, and taking deep breaths can change your emotional state within seconds. Building positivity is also about consistency. Just like building muscles at the gym requires repeated training, building a positive mindset requires repeated practice. At first it feels hard because your brain is used to negativity, but the more you practice gratitude, affirmations, mindfulness, self-compassion, and small actions, the stronger your positivity muscle becomes, until one day it becomes natural and effortless. Perfectionism is another hidden source of negativity. When you believe you must always be perfect, you set yourself up for constant disappointment. Instead, focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate small wins, appreciate your efforts, and allow yourself to learn. Positivity grows when you value growth over perfection. Forgiveness is also powerful because holding on to past mistakes or grudges keeps you trapped in negativity. Forgiveness is not about saying what happened was okay. It is about freeing yourself from the burden of carrying the past. When you forgive others and yourself, you create space for peace and positivity. Finally, remember that thoughts are not facts. Just because a negative thought enters your mind does not mean it is true. You always have the power to question your thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me or hurting me? If it is not helping, replace it with one that does. Your thoughts create your beliefs create your actions, and your actions create your results. So protecting your thoughts is protecting your future. So shifting from negative to positive thinking comes down to daily choices. Choose awareness instead of autopilot. Choose gratitude instead of complaining. Choose uplifting environments instead of toxic ones. Choose affirmations and visualization instead of self-doubt. Choose small actions instead of paralysis. Choose mindfulness instead of overthinking. Choose reframing instead of hopelessness. Choose self-compassion instead of criticism. Choose movement instead of staying stuck. Choose progress instead of perfection. Choose forgiveness instead of resentment, and choose empowering thoughts instead of destructive ones. When you do this every single day, positivity becomes your default mode. Imagine waking up feeling hopeful, confident, and motivated. Imagine attracting better opportunities, better people, and better experiences into your life. That is the power of shifting from negative to positive thinking. Your thoughts are your greatest power, and when you master your mindset, you master your life. So starting today, commit to choosing positivity every single moment, because positivity is not something you wait for, it is something you create.